when I watched the trailer for Second Punch, I did not know what to expect. And then even as I'm watching this movie, I'm like, what? You know, and so as actors on a project like this, how do you kind of circumvent maybe, not confusion, but kind of the complexity of visuals versus like with the storytelling? What did you come out of it when you read the script and why you were in this film?
I think for us we had a lot of preparation time. You know, we had 3 months of training, and that also involved a lot of conversations with Zach about the characters and about the script and about the worlds that we were trying to create. So I think it all made perfect sense to us, at least.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we embraced it. You know, all those different levels, and essentially, our job was to carry the story through all of them, no matter what world we were in. That you know, the scene before we go into the action sequences and the scene after, there's a through line, you know, in all of it.
What's amazing is there's this underlying, it's a very dark movie in the sense that there's an underlying sense of total dread and the amount of survival tactics that maybe a woman would have to go through in order to kind of deal with these things. So was that part of your kind of process in the sense of when you're preparing for the role, like how far would a woman kind of go to make sure that, to protect themselves from what's going on outside of, you know, or did you take from personal experiences or anything like that?
I mean, I think, you know, like you say, how far would a woman go? I think the cool thing about this, especially seeing females in an action film, is that it's sort of, there's less gender bias. It's like the same thing as, you know, you see these kind of films where guys will do anything to escape from their situation, whatever, and this is, we're showing that I think females in that situation would do exactly the same thing. I think in terms of survival, gender is kind of irrelevant, you know.
And there's such a lovely female empowerment in the sense that it's so nice watching girls with guns. I don't know. And so when you're training for something like this, was that fun for you? And how kind of freeing is it after the fact? You know, that you spent this whole day just running around, just doing whatever you needed to do to make a film like this.
The training process was incredible. I think all of us really enjoyed that. We trained for 3 months, and there was a space of time within that training where I forgot that I was an actor, and you feel like you're a part of this stunt team, this training team. You know, it was like a dojo. We'd go in there in the morning, and it was almost a meditative state that you'd get into, warming up and then training and using the guns and the swords. And, you know, there wasn't a moment in the day where we could, you know, had the ability to drift off. Like, we had to be so focused, so concentrated on what we were doing. It was such an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it was pretty kind of empowering to be able to sort of, you know, working towards strength. In terms of working out, it was about strength. It wasn't about changing our bodies visually in any way. It was about, you know, working towards just being the best, strongest versions of ourselves. Yeah.
So when a lunch break is happening, it must be really surreal to so everybody's decked out in their, you know, your baby doll outfit. Is it weird to everybody sitting around, like, you know, what did it look like? It must have been a really fun photo, actually.
Because everyone's like half got their costumes off. Yeah. We've got like Ugg boots on, and then like Jenna's all unzipped, and just we've got like a robe over our shoulders. It's kind of amusing.
Yeah, gloves are on the table. You know, things are untied. It's. But we became so used to our costumes. It was like a second skin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a question from one of our fans, and it's geared towards Emily. So we know that you sing in this. So would you, Angelina from Singapore would want to know, would you ever perform the songs that you recorded for Sucker Punch live?
Wow, I don't know. I think, I mean, it was, you know, it's all my own voice, and I said to Marius, like, don't mess with it too much. I'll be so, like, I want to be able to do it. So we sat in there in the studio all day to be able to get it right. But I don't know, it took me a while to get it where I wanted it to be. I don't know if I could quite be a live performer just yet. I don't know about that.
It'd be pretty awesome, though.
Yeah, I could do it with you guys. If you guys were up on stage with me.
Yeah, I'll play the tambourine.
Yeah, exactly.